As long as he continued to fight MMA guys and YouTubers, he's gonna continue to look good and shine. But once he fights a real fighter, a real fighter that can really fight, it's not gonna be that good.
Is that if Manny Pacquiao is really considering of coming back to professional boxing, I think that would be a good measurement and sign and a marketing for him.
Insider reports reveal that Floyd Mayweather Jr., the undefeated boxing icon, recently visited Manny Pacquiao's training camp in Los Angeles. As the Filipino legend readies himself for a highly anticipated comeback against Mario Barrios, this surprise meeting between two of boxing's biggest stars has taken the sports world by storm, igniting conversations about their former rivalry, mutual admiration, and the shifting landscape within the boxing scene. Floyd Mayweather's visit to Manny Pacquiao's training camp goes beyond a friendly interaction. It highlights the deep, intricate relationship between two of boxing's all-time greats. Their intense rivalry peaked during their 2015 showdown, often referred to as the fight of the century, which delivered on its promise and etched itself into boxing lore. Since then, Mayweather has embraced promotional work and exhibitions, while Pacquiao ventured into politics and philanthropy. Still, respect has always underpinned their complicated connection.
Fought against Manny Pacquiao, you fought against Floyd Mayweather. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the hardest puncher, what would you rate both fighters?
We all know that Mayweather is not known for a big punch. It stings, it stings, yes. I would have to say they're about the same. It's funny because I didn't feel Pacquiao's punch. I didn't do anything to me, so I didn't really feel his punch. They punch the same. The only difference is that Pacquiao has the ability to really maybe knock you out, but he's got to land that perfect punch. And Pacquiao's more of a, he doesn't have that good timing like Mayweather.
What about speed?
Speed, it's different. It's different speed because Mayweather is a guy who one fast shot, boom. Pacquiao is. He'll throw 4, 5, 6, 7 punches and fast. I think both guys might be the same. I would have to go with Pacquiao.
The legendary rivalry between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao ranks among the most monumental in boxing history. Spanning more than 10 years, their eventual fight in 2015 served as the long-awaited climax of persistent hype, negotiations, and public anticipation. Initial talks for the bout surfaced around 2009, when both men were at their prime, but debates over drug testing and promotional disputes kept the mega fight from materializing for several years.
Any version of Mayweather would have always beaten Pacquiao, in my opinion. I think Mayweather would have always done what's necessary for Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao had a greater career, but I think Mayweather's a better fighter. And I think Mayweather had the right things for somebody like Pacquiao. I mean, he had the right one-punch speed. He had the right IQ. He was bigger than Manny with longer arms. He had great feet. It's just a kryptonite for Manny Pacquiao. I personally thought so.
Manny Pacquiao spoke about that he shouldn't have.
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather, yeah.
Because it's a time and a place for everything. I'm not going to say he's right and I'm not going to say he's wrong. But it's so crazy. When he spoke about it, I could have easily came out and said, yeah, you spoke about it. I ain't have to say nothing. Just by you saying my name, they gave me a check for $4 million. He said my name when he didn't supposed to. Remember I said, it's a time and a place for any and everything.
Pacquiao's boxing legacy is nothing short of phenomenal. Over the course of his career, he claimed 12 major world championships and won lineal titles across 4 weight categories: flyweight, featherweight, super featherweight, and super lightweight. What makes Pacquiao unique is his achievement of capturing world titles in 4 different decades, from the 1990s through the 2020s. His matches drew huge audiences, amassing more than $1.22 billion in pay-per-view revenue across 25 events, underlining his global impact.
Philippine boxing legend Manny Pacquiao leads ESPN's list of top 25 Asian athletes of the 21st century. The 8th Division World Boxing Champ bested the likes of Chinese basketball icon Yao Ming and Japanese baseball superstar Ichiro Suzuki, who finished 2nd and 3rd respectively. Completing the top 5 are Korean football star Song Hong-min and Japanese-American Naomi Osaka. Also making the list, the Philippines' first ever Olympic gold medal winner, weightlifter Heidelin Diaz, and the PBA's 7-time PBA MVP, Junmar Fajardo.
In September 2021, Manny Pacquiao declared his retirement from boxing to concentrate on his political aspirations. He entered the 2022 presidential race in the Philippines, but ultimately fell short in his bid. Nonetheless, Pacquiao remained a prominent figure, serving as a senator and continuing his involvement in various charitable causes, showcasing a different side of his dedication to helping others beyond the boxing ring.
Your thoughts on Manny Pacquiao's retirement?
One of the greatest fighters we've ever seen. Never ran from anybody. Had completely respected the sport of boxing. Was an ultimate champion. And I have to tell you, one of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet on the planet Earth. I mean, when people, I want to say this real quick because I know we got to go because we got one more thing to discuss, Marcus.
Yeah.
When people talk about Manny Pacquiao and they say stuff like, well, he's fighting for money. I would like y'all to know that there are people who line up in the streets of the Philippines just to come get some money from him. He's very charitable.
Oh, yeah.
That's why money was compromising, because he's a giver. He's a special dude. I'm gonna miss him.
Now, at the age of 46 and nearly 4 years post-retirement, Manny Pacquiao has officially confirmed his return to boxing. He is scheduled to square off against current WBC welterweight title holder Mario Barrios on July 19th, 2025. The bout is set to take place at the iconic MGM Grand in Las Vegas, adding another chapter to Pacquiao's storied career and marking a significant event in boxing's summer calendar.
Manny Pacquiao vs. Mario Barrios is a done deal. Fight will either happen July 19th or July 26th in Las Vegas or San Antonio, and it's not going to be a pay-per-view. It's going to be free on Amazon Prime. Whew. We blast Jake Paul for these types of fights. And yet a current world champion and Mario Barrios is going to go after Manny Pacquiao. Listen, I get it. You get to share the ring with the legend of Manny Pacquiao, one of the greatest to all ever do it. But he's been retired now. He's already in the Hall of Fame. Manny Pacquiao did not look good in his previous exhibition he did last year either. Mario Barrios should easily run laps around Manny Pacquiao, destroy him. Why are we wasting time with this type of fight? It makes absolutely no sense to me. Listen, 147 welterweight. Me and Talani just got done talking about this in our interview. 147 is a historically great boxing division, and there is great talent in the division right now. But the problem is that guys don't want to fight each other. We don't want unifications. We don't want undisputed, and we're getting fights like Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios. Why? This fight makes absolutely no sense. If this is even somewhat competitive, that is embarrassing on Mario Barrios' part. Why are we wasting time with this fight? Listen, Brian Norman Jr. should be fighting Boots Ennis, but he chose a decent alternative. Fighting Sasaki in Japan is fine. That's still 2 debatably top 5 fighters in the welterweight division fighting each other. I'm A-okay with that decision. Boots Ennis finally stepped up and he did the unification fight against Danny Onis. Great. Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios. Okay, if this was for a massive bag, I get it. But you're fighting for a non-pay-per-view event, so you're going to be fighting for free against a guy like Manny Pacquiao. Why? There are plenty of other fights to be making. But yet we're getting Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios. Is Manny Pacquiao even ready to fight in the ring? Why is he... I get he still loves the sport, but Listen, you're an all-time great and legend of the sport, a Hall of Famer. Why return? Why not just go pursue other things? If anything, do those little cheap expedition fights that you did last year, or those that are similar to that of what Floyd Mayweather keeps doing. Why is Manny Pacquiao doing a real legitimate fight? I get for its world championship, but against Mario Barrios. Why is Mario Barrios agreeing to this?
Mario Barrios, a 29-year-old boxer from San Antonio, Texas, is the reigning WBC welterweight champion. He captured the title in impressive fashion with a dominant win over Yordenis Ugas in September 2023. In that fight, Barrios knocked Ugas down twice and earned a unanimous decision with scores of 118-107 and 117-108. This defining victory solidified Barrios' status as champion following Terence Crawford's move up to the super welterweight division.
Trained with Manny Pacquiao had to be a huge asset for you, because even though Bay was probably your biggest name opponent up until then, you'd been. How many rounds had you done with Manny?
250 rounds over 3 world title campaigns.
So it started with the Jeff Horn fight?
It did, yeah. When Jeff got obviously the fight with Manny Pacquiao, I was in Los Angeles, and I was sparring his ex-sparring partners, Jose Ramirez and Ray Beltran. I was doing 5-5, and these guys are good fighters, former world champions. And Freddie come over and he goes, Manny's got the Jeff Horn fight. So yeah, I'm hearing about it. He goes, well, you're sparring his sparring partners. How would you like to go against your countrymen and help Manny prepare?
The clash between Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios has stirred considerable interest across the boxing world, prompting a variety of responses from pundits and fans. WBC President Mauricio Sulaiman has thrown his support behind the fight, recognizing Pacquiao's iconic status and referencing past examples of ex-champions making successful returns. He stated, "I do like the idea very much. I think Pacquiao can beat any fighter or be competitive with any fighter. The WBC clearly sees merit in sanctioning the bout."
One time I interviewed your sister, and she told me when you were kids, she would do the best in sparring. She would get the best of you.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, usually.
When did that change, Mario? When did that change?
He wasn't the only guy she got the best of in San Antonio. She got the best out of everybody, man. Shit. No, yeah, my sister's a beast, man. Like, she couldn't spar with other females a lot of times.
Unfair.
Yeah.
Mismatch.
She was, like, overwhelming, man. She was just naturally, strong. And, so yeah, most of the time, the smart part is, they were dudes. But, I couldn't really even, like spar with her serious. Until I was like 17 or 18.
Wow.
Yeah.
Despite the disparity in age and experience, Mario Barrios is not underestimating Manny Pacquiao. He is treating this upcoming fight with extreme focus and preparation, as if facing Pacquiao in his prime. His camp has maintained a no-nonsense tone from day one. Barrios' coach has emphasized their commitment to treating this match like a championship bout. There's respect for Pacquiao's legacy, but also a burning desire to defeat him. Barrios wants this moment to stand out.
Mentioned a lot of people are asking what's going on. Are the rumors true? Is it possibly Spence? Is it Pacquiao? Who is Mario Barrios sharing the ring with next?
You know what? He's put himself in a great position through hard work. He's a tremendous story. When he turned pro and what he's been able to accomplish being a 2-time world champion. And I always told everybody, he fights all comers. When we fought Gervonta Davis, all my hats off to Gervonta Davis. But it was very difficult for us to make the weight. We were going to move up in weight. They presented us, with this opportunity, and he said, I'll bite down for it one more time. And then from there, obviously we had a tough loss, but it was a competitive fight. And his first fight at 147 pounds, he goes on and takes on Keith Thurman. No tune-ups, no getting used to the thing. Goes at that point is about as good as you can get in the division, and took on that. So he takes on all comers, all challenges. His first world title against Petirov, the Russian, is about as tough as you could have done at the time. And so I think he's earned the right now to be in the best possible fights. And now it's going to be up to Al Heyman and Louis DeCubas Jr. on what they see is best and fit for his career, whether that's, Pacquiao, Spence, if that's a unification with Boots Ennis.
While Pacquiao's exhibitions have had mixed reviews, new training clips released in early 2025 have excited fans. The footage shows him demonstrating vintage speed, footwork, and power, reminiscent of his prime. Analysts have pointed out his superb conditioning and sharp technique, fueling speculation about his return. Critics argue there's no need for a comeback. With 8 weight class titles, Pacquiao has little left to prove. His decision to challenge Barrios has stirred debate, particularly over skipping active younger contenders.
We have Sean Gibbons here, Manny Pacquiao's right-hand man, advisor, head of MP Promotions. Sean, I know you spent a lot of time with Manny Pacquiao over recent weeks and months. There's a lot of conversations about Manny's comeback. What is the latest that you could offer and the update around the potential matchup with Mario Barrios?
Well, the latest is Manny's fighting an exhibition on the 28th in Japan. So, you don't want to really look past that. But if he's successful there, Mario Barrios. We've talked about Conor Benn, which I believe was a great fight. That would have been a tremendous fight. We could have done it in England. We could have done it in the U.S. We could have done it in a rehab season. But the fact that he wasn't able to come off the suspension, that put the brakes on that. So that brought us to Mario Barrios. He's the WBC world champion. Manny's first belt ever many years ago was a WBC belt. So I think it would have been a great story.
Notable figures like Frank Warren and Simon Jordan have voiced criticism over Manny Pacquiao's comeback. Warren called it disappointing and questioned the WBC's ranking of Pacquiao at number 5, despite his inactivity and a poor 2024 exhibition. He argued giving him a title shot undermines meritocracy. Some insiders liken it to celebrity fights like Jake Paul versus Tyson. Still, Pacquiao's match carries a world title weight. While critics worry about fairness, others view it as a testament to Pacquiao's enduring heart and elite discipline.
Here we go. Who's greater than me? I said, Sugar Ray Robinson. He said, Sugar Ray Robinson, how many wins he got? I said, he got like over 150 wins. He stopped for a minute. He said, but who got more championship titles, me or him? I said, hold on, Floyd. He said, answer the question. I said, Floyd, there's more titles now than then. There was just one then. That's no fair. Answer the question. I said, okay, you. Do I not have 28 titles? And I was just like, I don't know. He said, oh, you're supposed to be the expert. But the reason why I said that is because there's minor and major titles. Who else greater than me? I said Henry Armstrong, Roberto Duran. He said, oh my God. You said something about Pacquiao. Yeah, I said, I think you'll beat Pacquiao every day of the week, but I think he had a greater career. He said, you ain't think Pacquiao was on steroids? I said, he didn't fail any tests, Floyd. He said, look at me in my eyes. I can't say, man, he didn't fail. He said, oh man, you fake. I saw that as a initiation. This is what you about to get. Nobody's greater than Floyd. My thing is, he should feel that way, but you can't expect everybody to feel that you're the greatest, Floyd.
George Kambosos Jr. had the unique chance to train alongside Manny Pacquiao, an experience he says changed his entire approach to boxing. He frequently credits those moments not just for teaching him combinations or footwork, but for instilling a fighter's mindset, discipline, and an ability to overcome limitations. Kambosos believes Pacquiao's greatest influence was mental. From him, he learned how to intelligently combine speed, tactics, and thorough preparation to form a complete in-ring strategy.
President Mauricio Sullivan has said Mario Barrios will face Manny Pacquiao this July. That's some crazy shit, bro. That's some crazy news. Manny Pacquiao is 46 years of age. He's making his return to the ring. And he said he wants to go out with a bang. He wants to finish his career as a champion. That's some crazy shit. Manny Pacquiao's professional record currently stands at 62 wins. 39 of those coming via knockout, 8 losses and 2 draws. Manny Pacquiao has one of the most impressive CVs in the sport of boxing. Just take a look at from 09, Ricky Hatton, all the way up until here. There's so many names: Timothy Bradley, Manuel Marquez, Shane Mosley, Joshua Cloteley, Miguel Cotto, Floyd Mayweather, Jesse Vargas. Like, there's so many names on this list.
Floyd Mayweather suspects that Manny Pacquiao's return is financially motivated, something commonly seen among aging boxing stars. Many legendary fighters stage comebacks seeking one final payday, especially if post-retirement stability hasn't been achieved. However, Mayweather still acknowledges Pacquiao's talent, saying his current skill level surpasses many active contenders. Known for guarding his legacy as an undefeated champion, Mayweather has reacted strongly to any comparisons. YouTuber Showbiz the Adult even recalled Mayweather accusing Pacquiao of PED use when challenged on greatness.
Champion Mario Barrios to defend his belt against Manny Pacquiao. And about 7 to 8, maybe 9, 10 years ago, I would have said, hells yeah, if we had a Manny Pacquiao championship fight. But Manny's been retired for 4 years. He's 46 years old. His last fight was in 2021, and he lost to Ugas in a unanimous decision. I watched his exhibition bout against the kickboxer guy in Japan. That didn't look good. This is a bad idea. A really bad idea. And again, I think people will look at this and go, well, Jake Paul fought Mike Tyson, and yeah, that happened. And I also said that Mike was going to get really badly hurt, and it was a terrible idea for him to do that. And there were some health issues and everything else. Luckily, Mike didn't get super hurt in the fight, but this is a world championship level fight against a sitting world champion, and Manny does not belong in there. And again, I'm worried that he's going to get hurt badly.
Do you think Manny Pacquiao's return strengthens or diminishes his legendary career? Let us know what you think in the comments section below.